Hello, hello. Are we live? Looks like we are. Whew. We'll give it a minute to see who pops in. Hey, Jeff, Cygnus. How does the mic sound? Do we have crackles again? Well, that's good to know, Jeff. We'll give it a few minutes since we're back to playing Ace Attorney, which is a very story-heavy game. I'm not gonna hop right in. Give like a minute or two for folks to get the notification. Good to know it sounds good. Hey, Craig, Lobsoul. We are back with Ace Attorney. I'm gonna try and have Tuesdays be Ace Attorney Day for now. Now that I don't work Tuesdays, I have more free time for streaming. It has been really rough lately. I apologize for all the missed streams and videos and stuff, but as you might be able to tell, I'm very sick. I looked at myself on the recording, I was like, oh shit, I look horrible. I need like 12 showers and to not be red in the face. I don't know why I'm flushed, but I'm better. Last night was the worst. Definitely that kind of breakthrough moment where, oh, now my body's decided to feel work. So, I'm feeling better. Hey, Starbucks. Yeah, well, my work, my side job, if you want to call it that, is babysitting. And as of right now, I am not babysitting. That's kinda up in the air, because, hello, Pippin. I babysat for my cousin, who just recently put her kid in daycare, but the kid's not taking to it well. So I may end up back as a babysitter, which would not bother me. I would enjoy it greatly, but we'll see what happens. For now, Tuesdays are free, so. Hey, Handsome Rash, everybody else hopping in. It's been about 2 minutes, so we'll go ahead and start Turnabout Samurai! Oh, I love this game. I need this pickup. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Let's see if the game audio is high enough. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. I don't remember if the original game had hell in it. I feel like I don't think Ace Attorney cussed. The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode! The Dark Messenger returns! Oh, man. October 14th, 5:31, Wright & Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrates! Stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here! Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching? I guess she was watching it by herself. He was, not watching it. Oh, you've never played Ace Attorney, Nathan. You're in for a treat. It's really fun. It's one of my favorite game series. As a concept, it does a lot of lovely things to really pull you into its experience and make you feel good. I genuinely always feel better about the world when I finish playing Phoenix Wright. It has a way of making you feel powerful and successful in a way that's not about violence, which isn't a thing you find in video games a lot. Often when you feel powerful and successful, it's because you're murdering things really well. In Phoenix Wright, it's because you made the guilty party go to jail. And it really makes you feel very righteous because you get to actually tear down someone that's truly evil and defeat them. It's great. Hopefully you'll get to see that today. Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young, like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Maya's me watching cartoon shows. Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Aw, Phoenix is a baby. Watch it with me, he's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Hey, Kelly. Yes, I know. I know. To most of my, at least half of my follower base, or the ones I talk to on Discord, I am definitely a baby. Oh, but 24 feels like it was centuries ago. It was only 3 years ago. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. Yeah, so this is only the second case after he got his successful, his office open, I guess. How am I going to pay the rent this month? So relatable. Phoenix is always worried about food and rent. I get you, Phoenix. Oh, hey, Swallowing Dragons and Dotsumi. Welcome. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Huh. This game is legitimately the inspiration for the visual novel that I'm currently working on. I got the idea from Ace Attorney. It was the first visual novel I actually played obsessively. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Come to the office, quick, please! He's so confused. Hey, Akatsuki. October 16th. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. This seems like a lot for a news channel to be saying. I don't know, why am I leaning? I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai's over! The world is over! Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Sounds like we got a case. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Hey, Alvaro. Alright, I don't think there's really much to examine here. We may as well just move to the detention center. That poor officer has been standing in the background of this room for like 8 games. That's all he does. You're a big man. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Oh, Maya. Murder at least once, maybe twice. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? Oh, hey, Alexis. No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. I don't know why. I guess he looks like a ruffian, so that means he can't be a hero? I think he looks like a badass. He looks like a person took their furry OC and then made them a human. Like, this is the human version of the furry OC. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I didn't want them to know their hero is incredibly furry all over. Yeah, he doesn't look scary to me. I don't know, maybe it's a Japanese thing, because I feel like we have a lot. I don't know. He kind of just looks like my brother. My brother's like 6 foot tall, 300 pounds, incredibly hairy. Maybe we just have more of those people in the West. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Aw. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. She turns around so fast. Alright. That's a weird, like, why has he got a pipe on his jacket? Oh, I guess I can't examine him. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Because it was yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came round and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Dun dun. They took off his mask and discovered it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. That is a weird-looking hole in his chest. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Lester Ye's mentioning Aviary Attorney. That is a really cool indie game that came out like last month or this month, maybe? Probably last month. I've had my eye on it for a while, but it's a very cute, stylized courtroom game where everyone is a bird. Definitely check it out if you like Ace Attorney. I know it's on the Switch. I don't know if it's on anything else. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. Is this the type of game you plan on making? Yeah, this is the style. The, text box and characters you interact with. Ace Attorney is what kind of got me thinking about the fact that if I wanted to make a video game, it didn't have to be a 3D, much more difficult, like, visual novel was way more in my ability range, because I can draw 2D, I can program that program, so this is what I'm working on. And I actually did dig into the program I plan on using and started looking at the code. It's so easy. It's totally doable. There's no way I won't be able to make it. Now it's just going to take time. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. He's out of touch with a kid's show. Who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? That's another thing that, I doubt that this version of the game has changed any of that. But Ace Attorney, when I played it on the DS, it was, localized in a weird way, because originally, obviously, it's supposed to be in Japan, but when they brought it to the US, they tried to localize it and make it more, understandable, I guess, to a Western audience. But some of the things they changed made little to no sense, like in Pokemon when they called the rice balls donuts, that kind of thing. So in the West, we tend to call it Japanifornia, or something like that, I think, because it's kind of a mix of Japan and California, but it's not really either one. We'll probably come across examples at some point. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning, I came to the studio at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. I wonder why they arrested him, just because he was in the costume and murdered with the weapon? Maybe because he's a big dude. They probably assume he's like the only dude that could use it. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. That sounds like a good idea. Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Alright, thank you, kind sir. We are gonna move on to the studio! Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me. I should be working on my old lady voice. This character is fantastic. Everybody loves her. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. That's not an old lady voice. What's an old lady voice? I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers! Sightseers! Tourists! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Why doesn't she have pupils? Oh, good God. I'm not going to be able to read all this. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so much. Oh, no. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. Yeah, her eyes are creeping me out. I swear she used to have pupils. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, isn't her name Windy Oldbag? Because she's supposed to be a Windy Oldbag. So what do you do here at the studio? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. What does that mean? Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy! The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Why does everybody think he looks so terrible? They really must have been having fun with names when making the game. Yes, almost all the names are some kind of, pun or joke, for sure. Especially the side characters. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch? That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. I know it's really early, but I am gonna run and grab some more water because this is gonna be a lot of talking on my voice, so I will be right back. Alrighty, back with water. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? Even that's a frickin'... Anyway. What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Yeah, peanuts aren't very useful in the market. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. What do you want to bet? She's saying that the costume walked by. And she's not mentioning that. But it's the costume, so anybody could have been in it. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Hey, Cyrene, third Hokage, welcome. You're just in time to help us figure out the murder of the samurai. Well, no, he wasn't the samurai, he was the bad guy. The magistrate. How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Obviously, she saw the costume. About the security guard at the main gate. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Alright, so now we can go get past her. Alright. To the security lady. What if someone just dressed up as him? I'm almost certain that they definitely... It's been years since I've played this. I think somebody put on the costume and that's who she saw. And that's the murderer. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you! Well, time to go, Nick. We're gonna steal this map and run. Yeah, most of the time in these games, the person you're defending is almost always framed. That is inevitably what happens. I mean, eventually, once you've played enough of these, and there's like 6 main games and 4 side games. They kind of build up their own internal kind of pattern, and once you've played enough of them and you see the pattern, the later games start to play with the pattern and break expectations in really interesting ways. My favorite one is actually the 4th game, which it was the first game not to be made by the original director, I believe it was. The first 3 were kind of written by the same person, and the 4th one was very different. I adore the 4th one. It is my favorite. It is so great. Oh, I'm gonna have to stream that one eventually. It's the only one that you can't get, like, on the Switch, I think. No, I don't know if they ported the other new ones. But the first 3 are. Gumshoe! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Oh no. Don't take it so hard, there's always the next case. Poor Gumshoe. I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey! You can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. Oh, I'd say he's a character, alright. Of course he is. He's Gumshoe. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Yeah, that's a running gag in the games where the autopsy report always gets updated halfway through the court case. And the prosecution's always like, aha, it's different now. We've updated the autopsy. We have new information. Yeah, I agree, Akatsuki. Emma's definitely a better detective, but how can you not love Gumshoe? Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. They literally arrested this dude just because the security lady said she saw him, and it's gonna end up being, oh, I meant the costume. Aw, Katsuki, yeah, Fulbright was really cool too. Oh, that twist broke my heart. But it was good. Nick, if that's true, I was just talking about this game setting up expectations and then subverting them. Fulbright's the perfect example of that. Game 5 was so good. Anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Oh. Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that or a photo. A photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. That's a weird security system. Nick, he has evidence! We're finished! Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Aha! Who's my favorite prosecutor? I don't know, they're all really great. Godot was one of my favorites, though. His arc really hit me hard. But, I just recently played the 5th game for the first time, and, the prosecutor in that one was super cool, too. I liked him a lot. It's really sad that the prosecutors seem to kind of come and go, other than Edgeworth and Phoenix, of course. The other characters, like, Clavier in the 4th game was amazing, and he kind of just became a one-note side character afterward. Sad. Blackquill, that was his name. I liked him. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Time to investigate. Well, this seems suspiciously different. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. That's a weird-looking monkey. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to studio, left to studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Aha. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the ID. That's gonna come up at some point. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest. Hey, good idea! Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah. Us detectives get tired of standing around, too. You're right, Francisca does appear pretty regularly. I like her a lot, too. There's really a lot of great characters in this game. It's hard to pick a favorite. It's down the path to the left. It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kinda dangerous. You should stay out. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense they would want to keep non-employees out. Anything else? There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Alright, I think that's probably all the clues. Yeah, looks like we got everything. Alright. Nope, we're good there. I don't think I have... Yeah, let's try moving on. Look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Ouch. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Granted, I could see why not. You wouldn't suspect an old lady to be able to lift that spear and murder a dude. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Well, he is dead. He was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest, back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell ya. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Yeah, I was wondering, her sprite looks different to me. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it doesn't look like her. I don't know. I'm gonna Google it, because it's been bothering me. I know they changed some of the artwork for the, Switch version. I don't know. I guess it's the same. It looks the same, I guess. Well, I don't know why my brain is telling me she looks different. I don't know. I guess maybe it's just the cleaner lines. The camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. She has a weird pattern of talking that seems to change every couple of minutes. Alright. Let's see if we're allowed to look in here. The computer runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Figured she'd say that. An overhead map of the studio. Right from here is the employee area, left are the actual studios. Alright. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. All of these are very boring but astute observations. Does not seem to be any... Let's see if I... Yeah, I don't really have anything else for her. October 16th. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Alright. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There is a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Huh, T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steak. What? I always told my mom that, but about dessert instead of steak. Hey, Joe. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. There's definitely some connection here to the fact that the studio used to be doing good, and the guy used to be famous, and things have gone downhill. They keep mentioning it enough, that's gotta tie into the whole reason that stuff went down. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Alright. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's a vast array of cosmetics. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on! No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. That's adorable. Hey, Delvin! This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Aha! Now we can go into Studio 1. You mean borrow it. Alright. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I feel ya, girl. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap. It's locked. Looks like it doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Alright, I think that's all the clues here. Let's go ahead and use that key. Let's try this. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio, blah, blah, blah. Let's go in and check it out. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in! She sounds way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Aha! October 16th. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And it'd be great if y'all would stop calling them by their stage names. Like, it was a dude that died. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Alrighty. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Yeah, it's really clean. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. It's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner's kinda, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Alright, let's examine some more. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions. What? Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, Surfin'. Okay. Alright. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real-life megaphone. She's so cute. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Let's see here. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost us time. Yeah, so don't touch it. Better than I thought. Okay, I guess that was just the same scene again. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Mio Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick, Neo Old Tokyo. Alright. Alright, I have a feeling that's all the clues. Let's talk to the lady. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day. Only one assistant? Yeah, well, the studio's not doing so well right now. Yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? I just noticed something. You can't see it right now because the text box is in the way, but the fight scene shows the spear in his hand breaking. That's gotta be important. That's the place. Yeah, see? The spear broke. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Do you know Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No thanks, that helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright. Let's talk to Old Bag. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Ah! Alright, you better tell me and quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that now. Oh no, I'm not reading all this. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Time to look at the computer. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see the photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Let's do it. This is definitely legal. You know how to work these things. Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 that day. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Oh, shoot. I think it was 7:03? There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe it was... I got it wrong again? Alright, it's the middle one. One more try. Aha! Printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears the suit. I guess that's why security thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Ah, they've deleted some info. Hey, Nick, can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yes, that's the idea. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Why do I have to be the villain? It was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Who wants to bet Old Bag is possessed? Wright wouldn't touch her with a 40-foot pole. I believe that. She's terrifying. Understandably. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. I just had a realization. Seeing this map made me realize, was it Nathan who said that the bloodstain was gonna matter? The fact that the bloodstain's not there? I'll bet you anything he was murdered in Studio 2 and moved to Studio 1, and that's why there's no blood. And the fact that the storm's there and nobody's gone into Studio 2 is why nobody's realized it. I'm gonna bet that's what happened. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? We're good. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, why are my hands so fucking big? What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Oh God, I forgot about this. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Oh my God. Objection! Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yesy, I was. Yesy? Yesy. That's not a word or a slang. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Oh, man. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant, then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the station at 1. Why at 1? So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in. So theoretically, someone who had a card key could have come in and just waited around in the secret? I don't know if that's what happened, but theoretically. Oh, I'm out of coffee. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studio when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through. A run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon? I had some errands to run. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. We do not know. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know? Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through, too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. So she was watching their combat. I wasn't running errands. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate. So you were watching there the whole time. No breaks, not even a second. Of course. I don't like how you stuttered there. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time! Snipper Wepper. Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So, the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? How did you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. You're one to talk. Oh no, Edgeworth. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. 2 p.m., you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. I think he's younger than you. Don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. Are you sure? So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again, it was him! Alright, time to present... Oh no! Okay, good, it worked. Oh man, I'm gonna have to replace my Switch controllers this week. The R button is going out on the controller. I didn't realize that that's the present button, but looks like I mashed it hard enough it worked. Good thing I was right! Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Those poor desks must be made of some sturdy wood. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? She's an idiot. No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently. You do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you! Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Sounds weird. Never say anything I don't mean. I don't know that I need to press you on that, but why not? Whippersnapper! I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today always whining about each other. Oh, man. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Oh, I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I guess I should wait and see, because I don't know that I have any kind of stuff I could really object with. I suppose since there weren't any additional crew members at the studio that day, it's quite likely it was the defendant inside the costume. I see no problem with this evidence. Oh no. I should have said something. He still doesn't seem that convinced to me, I hope. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? So I guess I do need to object at that point and point out that the assistant was there. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Edgeworth stole the costume and is keeping it in his collection. That's fantastic. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Time of poor Hammer's death. Only person, let's see. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. I would have seen it. Ah, I bet you I need to present the photo. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy! Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. I can't believe she just said Old Windbag has balls. I don't remember that being in the original. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. The time of poor Hammer's death. Alright, let's... Come on. It worked one time. No, damn it. Don't make me quit this stream early just because of my stupid broken controller. Oh, man. Let's see if I can pop it out and pop it back in. I wonder if I can change settings. I can't change settings. Who's high? Oh. Yeah. It worked last time! Don't do this to me. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm pushing it and nothing's happening. Because my life sucks. I've been postponing buying a new one because they're freaking expensive and I'm broke as hell, but now it looks like it is definitely dead for sure. And this game is literally unplayable without the R button! Oops, I didn't mean to push L, but... This stinks! I really wanted to finish this storyline. Oh, man. I think we got lucky for it worked one time, because now it's just not doing anything. Oh well. 1 second. Aha! Apparently you can also push RZ. You don't have to just push R. We're saved! Objection! Amazing. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny! So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground! Right. Anyway, it's also true the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it were really the only photo? Aha! Order, order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. So maybe she didn't delete it. But she probably did leave and is lying about not having been there. Or it happened while she was doing the errands. That's gotta be what it is. While she was watching the fight, someone came and went and deleted the info. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Your testimony, please. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Seems like on a murder day, you should not do that. Yeah, Edgeworth's like, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examinations. How many times do these witnesses change the story? That's literally the mechanic of the game, is figuring out what they're either forgetting, purposefully obscuring, or not realizing. They're not always lying on purpose, but inevitably the court cases, when you're in court, it's about figuring out what's not right about the testimony and making it change. That's inevitably half the gameplay. Which is the fun part. It's very much like a puzzle, trying to look at what's being said and what doesn't match. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. Oh, good God. There was a face! This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking... Wow. I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one thing. Who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Someone climbed in. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids, children, whippersnappers. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? Excuse me. I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. No, but he might have seen something. They're already trying to unsuspect him. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Yeah, I'd say he's a witness, but not a suspect. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick? What are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down, we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick. It's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. I'm going to say that the only other possible person would be the assistant. The kid might have seen something, but he's a kid. The assistant was there, could have physically done it, theoretically. That's who I'm gonna say it was. I don't think she did, but... Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? I think it's the assistant. They're gonna say the security lady was too old, the boy is too young. She's the only one. I don't think she did it. Oh no. Uh-oh. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. They're gonna say it wasn't her, because the music's not changed. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor.
Objection!
If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning... So it's gonna have to be the old lady, because she's the only one who knew. Powers and poor, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so it's gonna have to be the old lady. She could look the samurai, blah, 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 but she did not know about the energy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine! Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Alright, so it's gotta be the old lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. No. I feel like she definitely didn't actually do it. I think give Granny a break. It's true the witness could conceivably have committed the crime. Yet we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, Windbag, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds. You are terrifying. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? The boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it nice? Be nice to kids and mean to your elders these days, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Take that! Gotta be the key. The scene of the murder, as we all know, is Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag's speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss... what was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned. Aha! We've bought another day. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. I'm talking. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify! Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Ooh. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. I don't think that's true. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Hey, Lynn Griffin. Hey, Corey. What day am I streaming the Final Fantasy VII Remake? We've been doing that on Wednesdays, so that is when we'll be doing that. I know last week was a little wild, but this week we're going to get back to a normal schedule. Alright, Global Studios. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... I guess take a break? No, I don't. I'm gonna ask everything. We only asked one question. They said they had nothing to do with it, so they told me to just pretend they had been in the studio. Hold it! Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're gonna throw me... Alright, so I guess the only info that was really important was the part where she explained who was there. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer, and there's some bigwigs who are all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it's impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. He is not happy. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Yeah, you definitely need popcorn for any Ace Attorney. They always have twists and turns and ridiculousness in them. They're so entertaining. I'm so sad that we haven't had a physical release of one in the West for years. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Oh, should I... We'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it have really been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? Excuse me. I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor Old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. He's a big softie. Alright, now to examination part 2. Yeah, we'll definitely finish this one today. Whew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studio. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Alright. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. All right, Studio 2. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Aw, thank you, Pablo. And welcome! Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Alright. It'll be fun to have an actual lawyer hanging out with us now. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Yeah, I don't think they've been using this as a film set. There's some flowers here. Oh, and part of the fence is bent. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. What do you want to bet that the guy oh man, he fell and he got punctured by this and that's what killed him instead of the spear. But it looks like a spear. Maybe. I could be wrong. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Kinda sad. What is with the bird chirps? I guess it's just scenic. It's supposed to say we're outside. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. And they ate the bones? What is with the steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. Just feels odd. How about the fact that they ate the bones? There is no bones on these plates the way they were on the other plates. I don't know what that means, but it means something. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. I forgot Phoenix doesn't drive. You don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this! Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Oh, I love him. Alright, I think that's everything here. Is it the one of the samurai film set? Yes, this is the samurai episode. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Alright, let's explore. Hey, chill out. Is this my first time playing Ace Attorney? It is not, but it has been many, many years since I played this one. I do not remember much of the actual episodes. I remember the overarching plot points and character arcs, but I don't remember, like, the whodunits. The most recent one I've played is the one with Black Quill in it. I have not played the newer ones. I'm working on the Edgeworth files right now. But yeah, I love this series. It's very near and dear to my heart. But I do not remember who did it. So it is kind of like experiencing it again. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Is anything else new to notice? Look, a letter! That's just okay, so it's the same conversation. Alright, so nothing in here has really changed. Time to go back. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? Oh-ho, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fix them. Aww. Hey, Brian. Listen, I was just trying to save Powers. I wasn't trying to throw her under the bus, necessarily. Oh? Well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through the drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea? I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hiya! There. That should make the kid happy. The things we do. Now I bet you the little kid will come back and we'll be able to investigate and talk to him. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Hey, Sky Center! Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Let's see. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Yeah, there's something up with the fact that some plates have bones and some don't. Alright, let's see about going back in the dressing room. How far are we in the case? We're on the second day of investigation, which basically means there's this investigation and then one more trial day, I think. Some of them are longer than that, but I don't think this one is. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? Hello. You won't show up in the kitty cam today, but you'll show up in the normal cam, huh? Say hi. Say hello. Hello. Hi, buddy. How are you doing? Do you say hi to everybody? Say, hey, Mom, I missed you. I wanted to cuddle. I'm such a needy boy. Such a needy boy. He is. He literally is like, you're supposed to be snuggling me, not playing a video game. Stop playing video game. You're a cutie. Let me see if I can get us both in the... Yeah, what do you know? We're both in the camera now. I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Hey, Tanya! Some regular... Okay, some of these probably haven't changed either. Let's see if any of the dialogue has changed. I'm not gonna read it all again. It looks like it's all the same. Let's see about the bag. Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kinda shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Oh, man. Alright. Nope, you haven't missed the director guy. We have not found him yet. Wait, Nick, what now? These snacks, they've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. They always have mirrors. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think any of this has changed. Okay, Gandhi, you please, you can chill right where you are. You don't need to try and get onto the table. Can you just chill? I want to play game. Give controller to me. Controller to Gandalf. I don't know if I can tilt it to where he's in the camera anymore now that he's moved. Right there. Alright. Keeps headbutting my hands. Let's see if anything else has changed. Guess we should go back to the main area. There you go. I gotta lean in. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio heads seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? Ooh, wow. Gandalf just moved so fast because suddenly, out of nowhere, it started raining really hard. You gonna go check it out and see what's the noise? Go check out the noise, buddy. Go figure it out. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. Well, she's immediately suspect number one. The producer, huh? Yeah, we already saw Wendy's testimony. Sorry, Sky Sinner. Alright, I guess we're gonna move again. I guess we could go talk to what's-his-face. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all, we got lucky to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yeah. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yeah, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Poor guy. Let's see if I have anything I can present. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through? Oh yeah, I goofed on a ground kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Let's see if he says anything. Regarding the photograph, yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. But who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room. Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? Don't think there's anything else to ask him about, so we'll go ahead and move back. Okay. I'll go this way. See if maybe somebody's shown up in Studio 2. Aha! This place is deserted. Ah! Nick! What was that noise? The noise was Gandalf jumping. I can't bend the camera. There we go. There we go. It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Alright, to the gate. To play game? Say yes, I push button. I solve murder. I, Kitty, solve murder. Bad guy did it. Give treats. I guess maybe examine. Security guard station. I can see the computer. Please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. I guess I can't get it until she leaves. An overhead map, blah 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 blah. Looks like it's all the same. Alright, I guess we'll have to keep exploring. I think she said everything here. Guess I'll present some shit. There you go. Decided it's nap time. Nap time for Kitty. Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway? Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use it as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Alright, time to move again. WTF? Who are you dudes, Lamau? Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! Wait, are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? Oh god, his name's Salmonella. I make the lead shows. The Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC. Okay, so is he the director? Oh, Jesus. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You looked so... Sorry. No, quite alright, really, it's fine. ROFL! Oh, God. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Oh, no! Kill him! Kill it with fire! Did you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rock soars. Oh, God. I'm flashing back to middle school. Oh, God. She said rock soars. Oh. Oh, God. I don't want to read half the shit he says. Oh, God, you've triggered my creative powers. God. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Okay, that's kind of adorable. Except for the ridiculously huge boobs. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? That's right, Maya, you tell him. Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Alright, let's talk to this weirdo. I want it to be you now. Can you be the murderer? Can you go to jail? Please, just go to jail. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The lady told us about... That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. And then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Heh. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face! A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. Oh, God. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was with you at the meeting. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought the studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I really don't want to talk to you anymore, so I think I'm just gonna leave. Ugh. That dude owns all the hentai. He made the hentai. He's the creation point of all hentai. It just comes to life and existence around him. You again. Ah! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or an insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now! 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. Yeah, I have a feeling I can't do anything here until later. About that kid you said you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. She's just taking everybody down. Nick, she's losing it. I don't know if she ever had it. Okay. Alright, nothing in here. Still can't do anything here until I get that key. I wonder if I... Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs blah blah. Hey, no touching. Guess I'd better investigate there later. Alright, so nothing to do here yet. I guess maybe we're not done talking to the weird pervert. I guess we're gonna go talk to the weird pervert. Oh! Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, kitty, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Oh. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Oh, good lord. Call me Kitty again and I'll cut you down. Will you stand, evildoer? So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Ha! You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that? Huh. Not bad, kid. Oh, these nerds. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait! Let me go! He's gone. He knows something, and he doesn't want to say. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting here, I wonder? Huh! That's why he slept so hard. Because somebody spiked his food. And that's why someone could get in and steal the costume and him not realize. What was the kid saying? He saw everything. Well, we definitely need to talk to him. Huh? Where's the old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey. Nick, that was her. Stop, whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she's tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Alright, time to get that key. Hey, Nick! Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? They have a fun definition of borrow. Alright. Guess maybe if we examine the door. Wonder if the key we borrowed will work. It opened! Great! Let's go, Nick! She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Ah, not that eager. Ooh, hello! Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you... D. Vasquez, the producer. D. Vasquez? She's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. She's very focused. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that! Wow. Was that Gandalf meowing? Yes. It's raining outside now, and he's at the window like, what's going on? Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her! Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What, exactly is his role here, other than being a creepy neckbeard? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Alright. Let's examine the room. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the show. They've got some figures for how much it costs. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Nope. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Maybe the documents are the clue! This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Alright. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feels like winter's coming. Winter's coming. Alright, I guess we'll go back. Hey, Faku, welcome! So, Salmonella was in the employee area? Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is pwned if I don't find it. Oh boy. Nick, it might be quicker to just look at all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Alright, so we need to find the script so that What's-Her-Face will talk to us. Let's see. Did we see paper somewhere? We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it! Good work. I'm gonna adjust my chair again. Alright, so I guess we go and give it to the woman instead of Mouth Breather, because I'd rather not see him ever again. Oh, I guess I do need to. There we go. Here, we found it. Your script. You're not gonna talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you know who we are? Powers lawyers. Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes. Anything you could tell us would be a big help. Maya's got such guts. I love her. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? I'm not interested. Oh, I guess that was it. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capice? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. The crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time. Oh man, another statue that announces the time. 1 ook per hour. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey, after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Ah! Sexy big sister. So, some of you may be confused. If you haven't been keeping up, or if you don't know about Ace Attorney, Mia and Maya. Maya, the girl, the teenager, is a spirit medium, and her sister is dead. Her sister was also a lawyer. And from time to time, her sister's ghost will possess her and give us valuable insight into the murder. So... Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studio. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Alright, let's go ahead and move back to the studio. What's wrong? She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him. Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? What happened to the boy? I see him again. Lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Oh, man. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all the huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I? No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do! Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Trade, I wonder. Hey, Jimmy, welcome! Could I trade her this key? Miss Oldbag, I'm borrowing this, just so you know. Oh, okay. Just be sure to give it back. Not as demanding when she's exhausted. Okay, so I guess that's not it. I don't think we have anything we can trade with her yet. Let's explore again and see if we find something. I think we've examined everything here. I don't think there's anything she'd want in here. She liked what's-his-face? The actor. Maybe something in the employee? Aha! Hey! Hey, you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Alright. Yeah, I guess maybe going to the dressing room is what we need to do. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it. He's getting away! Come back! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo. And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Oh, poor Phoenix. Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb. Oh no, Phoenix. Ha, what would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. So do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back with whatever that lady has. How to get her to give it? What do I possibly have? Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. Whew. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. Time to bribe a child! There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. Alright. Cody, this look familiar. Hey, you are, huh? Means ultra rare, Phoenix. I was right. You know, ultra rare, that card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. That's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade! Oh my god, this child! For a grown-up, I love this game so much! Oh... What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain rare cards. Come on. For a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay, we gotta go find another card. I wonder if he knows anything about these cards. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Alright, can't do nothing here. Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? No, she's the same as always. Really? Okay. Whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at that guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yeah, it's a really terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened... After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Wait, now you just have to tell me what happened with Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Because something's being covered up here. Always a cover-up. Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card! Please, I beg you, please trade with me! Trade with you? Yes, trade cards! Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card! Trade me a huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please? Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Oh man, I love it. Alright. No, move. See this card? Yeah, so? Wait, that's it! That's the last ultra premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me! Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh, you sure? Fine by me. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we could take him to the stand tomorrow. Where am I? Oh, I just keep accidentally hitting present, apparently. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. This kid's very smart. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out. It's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? The newest model from 2001. You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life! I wonder. Oh, well, sorry to see you go, Serene. Sorry if I missed you, but have a good one. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice, too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost, though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking them from the heart. Alright, Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal! Uh-oh. Oh no, I heard everything! This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting right now. Come on, son. Got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. For once, he decides to be good at his job. No, I ain't going. Wah! I don't know if you can force someone to go on the stand, especially not a kid. I mean, obviously, it's a video game, but that didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. Alright. Well, we could probably finish this one today, but I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break to get some more water, and then we'll do the trial. Be right back. Alright, we're back. There we go. Nope. Stay where you're supposed to be. Bad camera. Alright, saving. Gandalf is crying. Why are you crying? Time for trial. Hello. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him? Oh, that's morbid. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude could you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. I should make him sound weaselly. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Why is you crying? You want up here? Come on. Come join me in the courtroom. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. I don't think you liked that voice. No. Say, Mom, don't do that. It's weird. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day, parentheses. Tell us more about that. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah! That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? This voice is actually hurting my voice. Nope, just us four. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. WP twisted his ankle during the run-through. Oh right, the slip. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. I don't know what that one means. ROFS? Rolling on the floor starving? Ha! Okay, they made that one up. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the studio trailer. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Is it contradictory? Is it contradictory? I wonder. Because we saw those plates. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man. Okay. So what exactly did you eat it? We took one break during the meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break. Well, yeah, not a one. Wait a second, maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second, Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court you ate that steak during a break? Oops. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah. F-W-I-W. I don't know what that means. For what it's worth. That's what it is. For what it's worth, we took a break. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12? Excuse me. Not enough time. Goodness, what just came over me? Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, LOL. That's only just enough time to eat a steak, if you ask me. What does steams mean? Why is he steaming? I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. I feel like there's definitely something wrong here about the fact that those plates didn't have bones on them. Why is that? I have to say, oh, that's mean. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food, lol. Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove he was able to go to Studio One in that time. Oh, great. Not all. What time exactly did you take this break? Say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. It's possible time-wise. It was only 15 minutes. I already pressed him on that. Why is that?
Objection!
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? No, I don't think so. I don't think that means they're innocent, but I don't think they went to the trailer. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Aha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. That line can't be said seriously, Edgeworth. You said that too dramatically. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Good night, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Please, I never want to speak to this man again. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Dun dun dun. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Hi. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Oh my god, he's so adorable! Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Oh, man. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Ah! Oh, man. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. Yeah, I don't think he's very good at gentle. Or children. You were you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Ah! Oh man. Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came... excuse me. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. How? If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Good night, Lobsel. Thanks for joining us. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh! My dad always takes me. Poor Dad. Found a map on the internet and went to the studio. Okay. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? The fact that he mentioned the color is definitely important. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yeah, I suppose he was. If I'd had my camera with me, but didn't you? If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. Yes, he was. He's lying. It's not like I have it all the time. But didn't you just say it? Guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. But he didn't realize it was a killing. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Ah, the book! Totally rocked. Of course, I had my camera. There's no way he didn't have his camera, because he always took pictures. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Come on! It's proof he always takes the pictures. That day, the first time you'd been to the studio. I've been a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. That security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Look at the woods. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. Let's see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey. Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. I got kind of lost on the way for about 30 minutes. The studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Okay, maybe I need to present the camera. Okay, yeah, it was the camera. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before you always bring your camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. Kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? Yeah, it's a running gag in this series that the judge is always very out of touch and kind of ditzy. It's really funny. So you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap! Something like that. He's not telling the truth. Something didn't go down the way he's saying it did. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
You know as well as I do, he's being vague. Tell me, What kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? Because he was trying to take a picture of it. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained the young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Take that!
I was wrong. Damn it. It's the camera.
Take that!
Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? He was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held out my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. No, it's not. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.
Hold it!
That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. But it was too late.
Hold it!
You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Like what? Becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay. I'm gonna say he wouldn't have erased him because of his scrapbook.
Objection!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is! Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. Pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the courts what's going on. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Listen, I didn't bully a child. I solved a murder. Partly. Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Poor kid. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Poor baby. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Ooh. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here, this is it. See, now they're all bullying the child. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid it could be anyone in that costume. Ah, that's a number 2, not a number 1! That's a number 2! So, it could have been anybody in the trailer. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Yeah, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Ta-da! Your Honor, look at this! Oops. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Aha! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime.
Take that!
Here at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate. Your Honor, I find it very significant the murder took place in Studio 2. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Good job! As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection!
This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Say that 5 times fast. Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do? Oh, they're so surprised. Suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof Jack Hammer stole the costume, and it's the sleeping pills! This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. You know, how your medicine says stuff like sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment, that bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I'm gonna check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. Aha! I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hagen's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai has seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did not have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it for tonight because I'm tired and my voice is wearing out. This court case is longer than I remember it being. Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. We will quit here. We've still got 1 day of investigation and 1 more day of trial, so probably at least another 2 hours. We'll finish it next week. Tomorrow will be Final Fantasy VII, and I hopefully will have a Silent Hill symbolism. It may not be at the normal 4 p.m. time because I have some doctor's appointments, but it should be up tomorrow. I'll post if it's not. Be sure to follow me on social media and join Discord if you want to keep more up to date with general things. You can support the channel through a membership if you'd like, and thank you to all the members who showed up today, like Delvin. Thank you for your support. It definitely keeps the channel running. Books are getting packed up and mailed out, but it's going to take me a couple weeks because the new book and everything definitely got in a lot of back orders. But they are still available if you'd like to purchase them. And I guess that is it for now, and I will see you guys sometime tomorrow for Final Fantasy VII. Thanks again. I'll see you later.